Good morning, folks. Welcome to the VIP Trade Show. We'll be getting started we're slotted to start at 12. I covered this yesterday, but start at 12 officially. But we usually give about 5 minutes to trickle in. But glad you're here. Petra's here. Richard, Karen, Kirk. Maybe some new faces, actually. Very cool. I'm doing well, Chris. How are you? There, Elvis is in the building. Anybody's first time here today? Checking. I feel like I see some newer names. Susie second. Ooh, well, I'm glad you're getting over it, Coach. It's better than not, but you better not to have it at all. Mark's first time and Susie's second time. Well, awesome. At least the third time. New faces in the building. Thanks, Tom. Hey, BB, good morning. And it's Jeff's first time too. Cool. Well, you're in a good place. We had a great time. Yep, we'll be getting started momentarily. But if you have a question, now's a great time to ask. I am having a good day. Hopefully you are too, Ivan. Hey, Randy. It's a funny question, Marshall. Uh, I did, Brandon. It's being rectified. I don't actually book that, so somebody's asking a question. What do we discuss here, Mark? It's a good question. So we'll do market moving news generally in the beginning, right? Big things to be aware of, big things coming up. We look at individual setups, what we like, long side, short side, and then we do seasonality at the end. See if it has anything interesting. If you've ever heard of the Stock Traders Almanac, it's a better version, in my opinion, more precise.
Good morning. We got Bodine, Ken, BB. How are you? I'm trying, BB. Petro, I got to wear red today. It's a dangerous day. Marshall, Frank, Cyrus, good for you. I told you airline stocks are hot. You can all you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel and or subscribe to my Telegram channel. I post a link in my free Telegram channel every morning that I'm on, and a lot of the stocks that I'm going to be talking about right now actually took off pretty good from this morning. I'm sure a lot of you already know that. Morning, Brendan, Randy, Anastasia. Thank you, Anastasia. Gary, we got David, Betty, Krish, Charles, Scott, Betty, Ken, John, Matt, Susie, Wayne. Wow, a lot of people here.
Someone on YouTube is asking if the trading pit is still open to join. Do they have spots left?
I don't have a clue, but I know who
Me
does.
either.
I don't know. I honestly have no idea. Speaking of trading pit, actually, I was going to say, CrowdStrike. Who made money on Walmart today in the trading pit? We could talk about it. We're out of it already. All right, Brett made money. Brett's the only person that made money on Walmart this morning. I don't believe that. That's not possible. All right, here we go. Jesse Howard. Oh, good. Pan W, Palantir. Good, 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 good. Been keeping you guys out of trouble and helping you make money. BB did. Anyone in Pan W has done spectacularly. You're absolutely right. Good, good. What about Meta? Anybody make money in Meta? It's David says, I bought the trading pit, but where can I learn to buy the right option on stocks you go long on, or are you just going long with no option? David, I'm going to ask you a very important question. Have you looked at the 4-hour course where I specifically tell you what option to buy? Good. Todd made money. Dashboard seems to work. Well, of course. Yes, it does. MRO this morning. Good. Can update what we're holding in the trading pit? Howard, we're only holding one stock, and we got into it yesterday morning. And I'm not going to mention it here, but if you email me, I'll gladly tell you. But if you just go to the Telegram channel, it's there. Good, 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 good. Can you post the regular Telegram join link? Yeah, Matt will do that right now. Good. Look at that. Alan, ABT, 78%. Lily, 48%.
There's the link.
I'm not hearing anything nasty. This is great. I love it. Copy of the technical analysis of, I got a copy of the technical analysis of futures. Okay. I used to subscribe to that magazine. 40 on Microsoft, 80 on Crowd. Thank you. You're welcome. Matt, I'm keeping you busy today.
I'm very busy.
That's right.
Well, busy's good. That means people
Well,
are
this is
making
good.
money.
Making money. Exactly. Exactly. There you go. It's in the members area, Tom. It's in the members area. You can have it in the members area. It's there. It's 4 hours and yeah, look at that. David made money, did make some dough on Pro Trader Expert revelations of what's going nowhere. Anywhere. Betty says did make some dough on Pro Trader Expert revelation of what's going anywhere. Okay. Technical analysis of futures and commodities. That's an old magazine. Did they still publish it or did they make
No,
it online now?
it's a book. Oh, I think he's talking about the book.
Technical analysis of stocks and commodities was a magazine. Technical analysis of the futures market is now called technical analysis of the financial markets. And you know nothing has been changed inside that book. I've given you guys that example so many times, how they do that, and it finally happened to the biggest book of all time. It's funny, really, if you think about it. Good CrowdStrike. Good, good, good. I gave you guys that in the VIP room.
Betty, if we closed it, you could say the ticker. Just not while it's
Yeah,
open.
don't say Edward and McGee, they're still publishing it, although it's like 100 years old. The ironic thing is I really like John Murphy's book, and most of it you can't apply to most markets. But again, it just shows you what he's doing. Watch. 10 years from now, it'll be called the technical analysis of the crypto market, or something. I mean, it's a futures book. It was written for futures. He's a futures analyst, and that's how it is. And all of a sudden we're trying, you know what this is? This is called recreating history. Okay. This is recreating history. You take a 40 or a 30-year-old book that like every other person has, you wrote it, you're a futures analyst, and all of a sudden you're a financial analyst. That's a big difference. Okay. Big difference. Anyway, I have my opinion that everybody's got theirs.
Good
So
question for you before you get started. Someone on
I
YouTube's
like
asking
questions. Yes.
if you're going to offer any futures training anytime soon.
I am. I'm going to start doing e-mini trades. Look at Matt smiling.
Yeah.
Matt said to me the other day, if I had discovered futures trading before you, I would have been a billionaire now. That's what he said.
Something like that. Yeah.
You said if I had discovered
I would
futures
have been
trading,
rich already.
I would have been a billionaire. No, you said billionaire.
Probably.
That's
In
the word
40
you
years.
use. Billionaire. Yeah, futures are cool.
Well,
No
if I'd
matter.
had the computer back then,
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
a little bit of a warped history there.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we are E-mini, not like corn or soybeans, but like E-mini S&Ps, maybe bonds, E-mini S&Ps, financial stuff that, E-mini S&Ps and the SPY, they move exactly the same way. So I could be doing it on E-minis, and you could be watching it on on the SPY. A lot of folks actually get signals on SPY and use it on E-minis. iPhone 13 says,
I got it.
this is a customer service question.
He's asking who he should email.
All
I
right.
said he should email me.
Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the market, right? I mean, that is why we're here. And Matt, you made sure that everything went out. Not you made sure. I mean, can you make sure that everything went out?
Yep, I sure can.
All right. So I'm sharing my screen with my levels.
Trade room.
I see you changed the levels.
I did.
Okay. I'll have to ask you who's on left, who's on right, but we'll do that later. Anyhow, you guys can see my
It's
screen.
in alphabetical order, left to right.
Okay, great.
If that
Yeah, this is the E-mini
makes
S&P
sense.
right here. And this follows, well, the SPY follows the E-mini S&P. So if I do start trading E-minis, you'll be able to trade the SPY, you'll be able to trade futures. And by the way, you could trade this from any stockbroker's account. There's no day trading minimum. In other words, there's no day trading restrictions, and the minimum margin is $50. I'm not sure, Howard, but pretty soon, right, Matt? Here's the cool thing. Okay? Here's what I wanted to tell you guys. And here's the reason you should all be in the trading pit. I'm not trying to sell you anything right now. I'm being honest with you. Well, I'm always being honest with you, but I'm trying to make a point here. If I have, let's say that I launch a E-mini day trading program. Let's just hypothetically say it happens tomorrow, okay? I'm going to sell you guys the educational portion of it, but the signals are going to be in the trading pit. I'm not going to create another Telegram channel separately for signals. And I said that a few times while we were selling the trading pit, that by getting into this room, you're going to get access to signals for other day trading things that we're going to be doing. Okay, so you're getting a lot of value out of it. Bodine says, I've been trading MES Micro on NinjaTrader lately. Yeah, that's Ninja's great. And Bodine, I don't know if you know this or not. You probably already do. If I'm telling this for everybody, yeah, you don't have to. So E-mini S&P, that's $5 a point, $50 a point, $500 margin, intraday margin. Micros, MES, what Bodine's talking about, that's $50 margin and $5 a point. So you know how I always say start out with one share? You don't have to do none of that. You just trade one contract. Matter of fact, we're going to be trading two contracts. We're going to be trading one level to level, and the other ones we're going to be holding as runners. So you'll be able to start real small. But this is what I wanted to say, Bodine. Not sure if you know this or not. Would you mind telling me what Ninja charges per contract, all in and out? Bodine, if you don't mind telling me or us. I mean, I know it's not like a secret or anything. $1.20, is that round trip, Pete, or is that each side? All in, which is about $1, Bodine, of a point. Okay, so I think TradeStation is only 65 cents per side. Okay, and round turn, yeah, that's not bad round turn. The $1.22, Pete. But here's the cool thing about TradeStation. You can open up an account at TradeStation. I'll be telling you all this when we launch it, but this is going to be really cool because you'll be able to trade the entire market. Like if we're bullish, you'll be able to just get exposure on the market with no day trading limitations, with $50 margin, right? I mean, that's amazing, right? But here's what the point I'm making. TradingView has an API to TradeStation, and you could trade E-minis on the screen with TradingView. It's really designed for that. It's really what it was designed for. And you can use TradeStation as your broker. So it's really cool. You could use TradingView. You can put our indicator on TradingView, and you can trade your broker via TradeStation, which is really cool because they have really low fees. That's very good too, Roger. That's very, very good. That's kind of what TradeStation charges, right around that ballpark right there. That's a good rate. It's not a bad rate at all. $1.25 round turn. Okay, don't mean to get off topic, but it is kind of on topic. So my point is, that's why I like the trading pit because, Bodine says, I started tracing a while back. The use of trading everything using the TradingView API and dabbing in trading bots never did go all the way. but think still have the account and can use it. There you go. Well, don't you're gonna have to polish it off pretty soon, Bodine, because we're gonna have some pretty cool stuff going on with that. And again, anybody who's going to be in the trading pit will be getting the signals. You're not going to know what the how I derive those signals to save your life. I promise you that. That you'll have to buy the program for. But the signals are going to be in the trading pit because I'm not going to open up other Telegram channels. It's just way too much work. Okay, so this is the daily S&P 500. This is the intraday S&P 500. I think we broke the high. I think we did. One second. I'm pretty sure we did from 2 days ago. Yeah, we did. We broke out. Of course we did. I'm an idiot. Obviously we did. So the question now becomes: is this going to be is this going to be a false breakout? Is this going to be a trap, or is this going to be the real thing? I personally think it's going to be the real thing, and I think we're going to rally into the end of the day because we're holding up here so well. What I don't like is the size of these bars. The size of these bars is very small. These bar, you see this bar right here, the length of this bar. You see the length of this bar, the length of this bar. That's commitment. So this morning, when just to go back a little bit, and this is pretty important, so I suggest you listen and listen good. This morning, when the market first opened and I saw these, I got really happy because I wasn't expecting to see big commitment till tomorrow. Martin, send me an email and I'll tell you how to get into the trading pit. Or just send me an email, roger@rogerscott.com. So you see these big bars. That's commitment right here. That's commitment. So then I saw this. I said, oh man, this is going to be a trap right here because we took out the high. This is the intraday. This is the daily right here. So you see how we took out the high and then we just came right back, right? So that's a problem. So if we continue, hypothetically speaking, let's say we break down right now. I'm making this up as I'm going along. You know what I'm saying? But let's say we break down. This would just end up being a higher high at this level here. But it kind of like the way Allstate is looking right now. Made a higher high and then just kind of frozen in time. Kind of, yeah. Anyway, but if it could, in theory, break higher. If this thing breaks out, buyers are going to get very optimistic that tomorrow, with the CPI, we're going to break the high. Because right now we can back off and just come right back down, and this will be a false breakout. That's one of the reasons why I'm really nervous about putting longs in right now. Because if this starts going down, we're done. We're done. We have to wait again for all of this to recoup. I don't want to do that. I'm too lazy for that. And too smart for that. No, not too smart, but I'm just experienced. So I want to wait. I want to see if this breaks higher, and then we'll say, then buyers will say, "Oh, this is more likely than not. This is going to come back up here," and shorts will get squeezed a little more. So maybe, Mike, maybe it's those auctions are hit or miss, you know. And that's the thing, Cyrus. I don't trust today's movement either because we have a big report tomorrow. Usually the day before a big report, markets are muted, which means there's a good chance it'll just sit here and not go anywhere. Well, if it sits here and doesn't go anywhere, that lowers our odds in day trading, which is why you could see that I'm not putting in a lot of trades in the pit. Although we did take a profit on Walmart. I think 35, 40 cents, something like that. Like 15 minutes. It was a quickie. It was a wham bam. Thank you. You know, so one of those. So again, I don't know right now. I don't know if we're going to break out of this. I think we are right here, the high, or we're simply going to just sit here and just kind of fizzle out towards the end of the day. Based on what I'm seeing right now and how late in the day it is, and based on everything I know, my experience tells me this is going to range bound and go higher, which means I would be looking at more trades towards the end of the day for holding swings overnight, because we only have one position in the pit anyway. But to just kind of give you a good idea of where we're at right now, I want to make sure that this is the real deal. I like this. I like the fact that we've been holding all this time. There's not much I don't like about this. We took out the high. I get it. I get why buyers are stagnant right now. Notice professional traders are doing exactly what I'm doing right now. Nothing. They're waiting. They're waiting because nobody cares about being late. They'd rather be late than be wrong. See, Bodine's already trading E-minis. I'm talking about S&P 500 right now, Arturo. I'm talking about the broad market because you see, whatever I say is going to impact VRTX about 70-75%. So why not start with the broad market? So I like what I'm seeing. I'm hoping that it holds. I don't totally understand why it's in a very tight range because we have a report, a big report tomorrow. Um, oh, there it is. Michael just gave you somebody from customer services here. Martin, call this number for the trading pit. They'll hook you up. Anyway, Bodine, what I prefer to do is enter two, take a small target with the first one, put the stop loss to break even, and run with the runner. Trust me on this one. Just trust me on this one. I've done it a few times. You'll get stopped out 80% of the time of the runner, and you just keep moving your stop up to the next level. Okay? Trust me on this one. So right here, look for a breakout above this level. More likely than not, we're going to just kind of run up towards the end of the day and kind of go up there unless something wacky happens. But again, I'm not expecting a lot of action, which is not means it's not a great day to day trade. Maybe towards the end of the day. As far as sectors are concerned, let me go through sectors real quick here. It's easier to do this with Stock Fetcher because we're not really trading this. We're just looking at it in real time. I'm excited for you on this journey, Bodine. I like what you're doing. It's very cool. There, let's go to our sectors. Sectors. Where's my sectors? Who moved my cheese? Where's all my stuff? Hold on. There it is. So let's organize this and see where the action is right now. Yeah, Ninja Trader's great, Bodine. The problem with Ninja Trader, it's like Think or Swim. They're very bulk. It's a very bulky program, very bulky. That's the only problem. But most guys who are scalpers use Ninja for futures. Ninja TradeStation. Some use Interactive Brokers. You know my feeling about them. It bogs down the machine. Yeah, it's not a light. It's not a light program. Oh, I've had my experience with. If you ever seen my first video with Market Geeks, I did it using Ninja Trader, Mac 10, the Mac 10 system. I did it on Ninja Trader. Okay, so as we could see right now, with interest rate sensitivity moving out of the way, once again, the hot interest rate sensitive stocks are moving up. That's a bullish sign. That's another. Hey, you're right. We're probably going to have a rally towards the end of the day because you have speculative stocks moving. Well, how do I know that? Semiconductors. Remember, utilities were number one, then semiconductor, home builders, communication, technology, QQQ. This is all interest rates right here. Not yet, David, but I'll keep you posted on that. Tradier is really good if you're integrating. That may be a good, and I know that TradingView integrates with that. You just gave me a good idea, David. I'll look into it. I didn't connect those two. That's a good one. So anyhow, QQQ technology. You know what, Matt? Can we do a survey? Do you mind if we do a survey? How many here are interested in E-mini futures, E-mini S&P futures? Got 300 people in the room. Might as well ask. Day trading, swing trading, E-mini S&Ps. Well, no. Don't answer. I'm going to do a survey. Don't answer. You can do a survey right now. Hold on. That way I don't have to rack my brain around it. I could just do a survey and ask. Yeah, don't do the survey and then we'll find out. All right, so I'll keep doing this and Matt will set up the survey. So you could see very clearly that speculative sectors are clearly in the lead. Anytime you see QQQ, anytime you see technology, anytime you see communication services, anytime you see semiconductors, you know what that's all about. Okay, you know what that's about. On the downside, utilities, materials. Also, Russell's not catching a bid right now. I told you that was over for the party. We talked about it. Matter of fact, let me just quickly go here. Let's see if my line still holds. Coinbase took a dump this morning. All right, there's the mini micro exactly. There it is. We can't vote, Matt. Just they can vote. You know that?
Yep.
So when does the poll start moving? I don't see it moving.
It's moving for me.
Oh, not for me. No, I don't see it at all.
It's running.
It's running for you?
Hmm?
All right. Will you update us in a few minutes how it's doing? Yeah, I don't see a poll at all. Do you guys see a poll?
150 of you do.
All right. Well, I guess I can't see it because I can't do it. So, all right. Take the poll, please. We need feedback. Give us feedback. Good, 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 good. Just keep doing it. I'll keep talking. You guys keep doing it. So, Russell 2000, see that line? We're now below the second line. I told you this was going to break down and start coming back down here. I'm expecting more weakness for the small caps. The next level is right here, which happens to be right at the 50-day, the 200-day, and the 100-day moving average. What taboo? I like taboo. You're asking a good question. What will drive energies higher? Um, if the Fed doesn't, if the economy doesn't go as smooth as the Fed would want it to. Let's see, maybe if I take the quiz, are you interested? No, it doesn't allow me to take it. So how's it looking so far, Matt?
We've got 199. There we go. 200 people that have answered. 203 now. 70% yes, 30% no.
Oh, that's pretty good. Pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. All right, you keep us posted on that. So again, I'm not a big fan of the Russell 2000 right now at all. So overall, what would I say right now? Markets are probably more than likely going to be very calm, stay range bound. We may rally towards the end of the day. We may just kind of stick around here, but I don't feel like we're going to break down unless there's something really nasty fundamentally happening. I think the market is setting itself tone. I like this bar. I can appreciate why it's a low range day, which means it's not a great day for day trading because there's no volatility. But if the CPI tomorrow is good, and I think it will be good, we're going to catch a bid and we're probably going to tag the swing high right here, which will give us a nice follow through as we head into PPI. Now let me pull up my chart. And you're answering the questions from YouTube today? All right. All right, good. Good, good, good. Oh, let me just roll up my sleeves here. I'm red today. Like Sammy Hagar, the Red Rocker, right? Okay. Except I don't sing. All right. All right. Let's begin. Mar. Matt, I may have to put this into the alpha hot stocks. This looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Looks great. And look at how intraday it's looking. It's looking pretty good too. You would put a stop right here at 217.40. By the way, this morning I gave you guys a bunch of stocks. A lot of them we're going to go through right now, and a lot of them have already hit and are hitting right now since this morning. Just saying. So right here, 217.40. We would go about 16 days out, and we would go to this here. We would go to. I'm not sharing my screen. Matt, do you see my screen?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah, I see your screen.
Okay. Yeah, everybody sees my screen. Okay, good. Thinking for last 27 minutes, somebody could have said something. Okay, 23 days left. So 227, we want to go right here. 225, right there. Want to go in the money right there. That's the first one. Second of all, and you'll notice today, well, you'll notice either way, but you'll notice there's a lot more my choices the last couple of days. You notice how they were very limited to specific sectors. My choices now are a lot more broader. The menu's getting wider again, which means we're going to have more selections for the trading pit. Right here, Microsoft. I like how it's breaking this level, holding up very good. I might or might not have mentioned it this morning in the trading pit in the channel. You guys will have to decide. I know I did. I know. It's a good one, wasn't it? 365.94 right here is the stop, and it's good because it's right below this entire range. See, you want to be right below this, except this little screwball right there. Right there, like 260, 263 and a half-ish maybe. And the option that we like, 16 days to go, would be, oh, the 375 is good. And it doesn't matter what time of day, this will have plenty of liquidity for you. You don't have to worry about time of day. Okay, here we go. What are all these noises? Look at that. Sorry about that. Next one. Next one. Dash. DoorDash. Nice little stock. Also, if this stock moves, it can move. It doesn't have high volume. Uh, you would put a stop loss right here at about 96.50. And the options are very liquid for this one. A lot of folks speculate on this. You'd want to go about 102, about a little bit in the money. 2 strike price in the money. Let's see how the 101s look. Yeah, on second thought, I like the 101s better. Okay. All right. Meta. Somebody might have heard me talking about the stock earlier today. Whew. Look at that. If you guys want relative strength, that's relative strength. Nice breakout. 349.50-ish, maybe 60-ish. 16 days out. 360 strike price right here. You're only paying about $4, $3.54 for those options. It's not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. And there it goes there goes Meta, actually, as we speak. That nice stock. Next one. Lena Holmes. Don't like it as much as I liked it this morning. We're gonna skip this one. It's too cheap right now. I like it pricey. Very pricey, Thomas. Very pricey. You want me to give you cheap stocks that I don't like? Or do you want me to give you stocks that are going up? I can't curve fit what looks good to what doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Remember, anytime you guys want me to change something about how I do things naturally, you're restricting me. And every time you're restricting me, it'll cause you to lose money. More money. Don't filter me. The worst thing you could do is filter what I do. I can give you a lot of cheap stocks. They'll be cheap for a reason. Oh, I know. They're all expensive. All of these stocks are expensive. They are. They're really expensive. That's why I've been so slow to give you official trades today for the trading pit. Well, 2 reasons, that and the market. Yeah, Dash is okay. Okay, NVO. I remember we had a experience with this stock before. Too gappy. We're gonna skip the NVO. Next one. Shopify. Hey, I remember talking about this stock just the other day. I really like this stock. I would put a stop right here, about 74. And I would go 16 days out and to the 76 strike price, maybe 77 strike price. One of these two. Delta on them is 74.79. Actually, the 76 looks better. Yeah, you can go on YouTube Live literally right now, and you can rewind it and watch it live. You can pause it. You could do all that stuff right now. What DB Cooper says, you could do all of it. Yeah, the reason, you know what, there's a lesson here. We got burned on this stock. You know how we took 4 losing trades out of 68, 69 trades now, or 70 trades in the trading pit that we had a stop out? Well, this is one of the stocks we got stopped out on. And one of the reasons why I don't like the stock is look how choppy it is. It's very choppy, and it's gappy. And I don't want to put you guys through that. I'll go back to shop. So again, I showed you where to put the stop loss, and I showed you 76 options is what we want. These, all of the options we talked about today all expire 16 days out so far. I talked about KHC yesterday. I don't have it on my list today. It looks okay. I'd like to see it break a little higher, but it doesn't look bad. Okay, let's continue. Mod. Look at that. Another one of those the stocks like gee, I love stocks that do this. Matt, do me a favor. Since I started trading, while I do this, I'm not going to take time off, but can you tell me what our win rate is and what my profit factor has been since I started trading top alpha stocks the way I trade now, when I took over on October 2 years ago? Would you do that for me?
I can do that 1 second.
Because we just closed 2 winners yesterday and today, right?
One winner, one scratch.
1 scratch. Yeah, I'll take a scratch. Scratch is okay.
October 20.
Remember, I'm born on National Cat Day, so scratching is okay. Funny, I'm born on National Cat Day, but I'm born the month of a dog on the Chinese calendar. What a mix, right? So right here is mod, right there. 57.36 would be your stop. And you can't do this because the spreads are nasty. Because look Grand Canyon here. This is no good. No good at all. Yeah, Clyde is it's cold today. It's very cold. Well, for us it's very cold here. It's about 50 degrees right now, 45, 50 degrees. Clyde is he's protesting this. He's under the covers at home, or at least he was when I left. Okay, now remember the stock I told you guys about during
Got the number for you.
oh yeah, what is it? Tell us.
Okay, on the underlying profit factor 2.4, on the option 1.5, 86% win rate.
How many trades is that?
56.
50 what?
56.
It's pretty good, Matt. Pretty good. So you see, I practice what I preach. I'm not like trying to teach you guys some monkey business. I literally practice what I preach. Okay. Remember during Turning Point, I told you around here, right here, right there, that I think this here, right there, I told you that this stock was a sell. Remember? Does anybody remember short-term memory? Want to make sure you guys remember. Good, 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 good. Well, it broke down, it based, and it broke down again. And again, I don't have a lot of shorts, but it's still coming up on my radar. You know, it's still coming up on my radar. Made me much money. Well, that's great. So it's still not too late to take this trade, but and I'll go 9 days out. You can go 37 if you want. We'll have to do puts. We're now on puts. And you would go about right here, about 100. Yeah, Michael, you could still a good trade. But think about how weak a stock has to be for it to be and another one is this one. So I'm giving you another one right now. Giving you another one. Wow, that's good. Matt, you may want to copy that. So anyways, where would I put a stop loss here? Right here at 41.44. Okay. And Ugh, the spreads, the spreads. What are we gonna do with the spreads? We're gonna go 37 days out, and we're going to go to the 4250s. Right here, 4250s. Right here. For BGs, if you still want to get in on it, you can go 9 days out or 37 days out. But I would go on this one, I would probably go 37 days because it probably has some good downside if you want to know the truth. And I would do the 9750s right here. There's good volume on it too, by the way. Spread's not too bad. You can get off for about 490, 495 on these. Okay. Next one. But I really like this one right here. Just so you know, and if you look at the trend line, it looks like it's got a nice break. It's got a nice breakdown here. Nice little breakdown from this level right here. So I think it's going to come right back down. I think it's got more downside. Like this short. Like this short. And then, Matt, close your ears. Energy, APA, natural gas. Now, here's the problem. It's right at support, excuse me. Now I'm confusing support and resistance, Matt. If I keep doing that, you're going to have to take me to the madhouse. Yeah, Bodine, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. So let it go a little further, but I think we're almost there. Maybe set an alert for 3215-ish. And if it breaks that level, wait for it to bounce a little bit and then take a short. We would want to go a little longer term on this, about 23. And then remember, we're not ready yet. We're just talking right now. And that would be they're not expensive. You could do the 35s right here. All right, Matt, you go ahead and do season now. Oh, so do we have any questions about what I just discussed before I continue? I like Visa. Yeah, yeah. I was talking about, hey, you gotta show up in my room. I talked about Visa this morning. There was about 112 people watching my morning video. I talked about quite a lot of guys. Good, 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 Tom. You copy that too, Matt. Oh, what was the final result of the poll? Yes, great question. Ken,
69-31.
70 what?
69-31.
So about 70%. 70% are interested. Good, 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 good. Watch after I show them how easy it is. I mean, in terms of like futures and all that, it'll be more like 95%. Move the option chain box so that you could see the fourth chart. Sure, sure. I'll actually close it since we're done with it now. This is just this is not a chart. This is a system. It's a Japanese. It's called how do you pronounce it, Matt?
Aikin Ashi.
Hakinashi. Thank you. God bless you, Matt. Hakinashi. Sounds like a sneeze. This is a moving average of price based on it smooths out the price to show you when it's time to hold it or fold it. So if you look right here, notice it's red, but notice this one's still green. So according to the moving average of price, see the flat bottom candles means it's still moving higher. When you get the flat red candles, that means it's moving lower. This is just a break. And it's a great way to determine if things are still moving or not. Good. Vivek made 40%. Look at that. I like Cyrus. I like C to the upside too. I think out of I think out of all the bank stocks that are reporting this Friday, I think Citibank will do the best. That's actually something Grandpa Gary and I were talking about yesterday. Yeah, I like Citibank. I like Citibank. I do. I wouldn't recommend buying them on Thursday, but there's no problem buying them afterwards if there's a nice juicy gap. All right, Matt. Now, folks, did you post the CTA, Matt? We kept Matt busy during this session. Notice that? The guy's all over the place. And folks, really, I highly recommend you watch my morning video. Just go to Telegram and you'll see me about 7:30-ish. 7:30-ish. I usually go live and please, I'd love to see you all. And I do this, I give a list. I do an abridged version of what I'm doing right now. I'm live about 20 minutes. I can even go later. because I don't have to edit and process the video. I just go live, and it's just so much easier and fun. So I'm enjoying it a lot more. And I like this morning I gave Visa, I gave a lot of stocks. Did anybody make money from anything I gave this morning? Or did I put anything on your radar live this morning? I mean, I want to make sure it's useful to you. Steve says Visa. Okay. MRO. Good. Good, good, good. Yeah. So folks are getting tidbits. I talked about MRO. I talked about Visa. So you could have gotten ahead. I talked about BG. Look at that. Vivek, Dash, Shop, V, NTXR for me. Nice. You may want to get that too, Matt. Yeah, or you could just rewind it. When you get up, Bodine, it just rewind it if it's not live. You could just watch it. It's 20 minutes. It's pretty cool. But that's what that's all about. Okay, Matt, go ahead and do what your seasonality, my friend, and I am going to step out. Now, folks, I have a class. We had the first one yesterday. We're going to have another one today. It is going to be very cool. The link is right there. You can all check it out. If you're interested in the Pro Trader dashboard or the trading pit, please come and join us. Would love to see you there. Okay? Matt, you take over. I'm going to get some water, and I'll see you guys in 15 minutes. Thank you so much for all being here, and I really hope I'm helping you guys make money one day at a time. And the trading pit has been doing very, very well. We got one trade that we're holding as a swing, but otherwise it's been going good. I'll see you guys in about 15 minutes. Matt, do your business.
Okay. Thing to copy. Okay. And we're sharing. Perfect. All right. Here is the long side, your sectors, the 11 S&P sectors. This has been kind of a wasteland lately, but it's starting to get a little less desolate. Real estate is still strong. We saw that yesterday. It's continuing. No profit factor because there's not a loser. That's pretty standard. Let's see. The tech has decent accuracy, but the profit factor, you actually lost money. So no one cares if you're right if you don't make money. Then financials look strong. Solid profit factor, not awesome. Accuracy, same thing, not overwhelmingly great, but it's it's in there. It's solid. Energy says it's a long. The chart kind of says otherwise, unless you're a bottom picker, but leave it at that. And then communication sector, low trades. I keep saying this, but it's been hot lately. Seen this multiple days in a row. Communication. On the short side, you got nothing. So kind of supports the long side there. And on 10-day hold. Excuse me. Real estate still looks good. We saw that yesterday. Did you leave the room, Roger? Okay. All of a sudden, I started not hearing myself anymore. I want to make sure I wasn't muted. Okay. Communication profit factor is not there. Then everything else, just hanging out, not doing much. Look at top setups on the long side. You're missing a CK on your message there, Roger. You're missing a CK. You said chi out. How the dashboard works. Should be checkout. Okay, gold. We saw this yesterday. We're seeing it again. It's strong seasonally. It's really the only way to put it. Also see Blackstone Group. They are 10 for 10 since 2009 on this day. Roger, oh, I forgot they can't hear you anymore. Roger is piping in here from the back. He hasn't left yet. He says, "I really like Blackstone Group." So then Archer Daniels. I don't love consumer staples right now, but I love those numbers a lot. 25 trades, 96% accuracy. So that should be 24 out of 25. 25 is goes into 104 times. Yeah. So that should be 24 out of 25 times. So since 1990, if you bought it every time there was a January 10th and you sold it, the close took out the previous day's high, or in 10 days, whichever comes first, uh, you would win 96% of the time with an awesome profit factor, too. So huge sample size, great accuracy. I don't love the sector, but other than that, I mean, that you can't get much better than that on seasonality, folks. What about the chart? Well, here's the thing. You've got a double bottom going. So if it can hold, not a bad, honestly, it's not a bad trade because you can get in. So you made a move down and it's been consolidating. You can get in right here into ADM and set your stop right there. Move all this chunk out of the way. Give yourself 25 cents of risk. So, and if you want to know how to do that on Thinkorswim, you just right click it, read alert. This is what I would do. So I said 69, 20, 25. I'd give it a little room. So 69.25 at or below. Boom. Now you know if you break down. Otherwise, you got a blue sky trade, as I would call it. You don't have overhead resistance until 73, which is a lot for a 70. You got $4 for a $73 stock. That's quite a bit. Let's see if there's any option liquidity. It's not awesome, but it's not bad. It's good enough that I would take it. So Roger's all about in the money. I agree with him in most contexts, but in this case specifically, I would go out of the money because we're gonna know if we're wrong. I mean, almost immediately, right? Within 25 cents. So you're not gonna get really beat up on the option if it goes against you, and you can make a little risk to return. You can make a lot more money out of the money, especially this is a calculated move too. Yeah, I love these kinds of setups. It's kind of like the pullback from a swing high, but in reverse. If it rejects off this, uh, the odds of it just consolidating around this price level are pretty low. But if that's happening, you know, the position's not going to run away from you. You just get out. But in this case, the target should be somewhere around the 72 to $74 level, depending on if it's a pivot. So you could take could even be a little conservative. You could take the 70s, the 71s. If you want to be really frisky, it might be, honestly, it's a pretty good lottery trade for a Friday. But that's a nice one. I'm talking myself into this trade. I might buy it later. This is ADM. Blackstone's ticker is BX. Bravo X-ray. And if my wife is watching this later, it's Bravo X-ray. She refuses. She refuses to learn the NATO phonetic uh, list. I'm a stickler about it. She could. She says I'm wrong on purpose now, just because she knows it drives me up the wall. So shout out to her. She is awesome. But just for you. Okay, what's the blue SMA line? Uh, this, all right, I'll give it. Red is 200 day, white is 100 day. The dashed blue line, see this one, that's the 50 day. But this solid blue line is the 8-day EMA. Really like it. These are all simple moving averages. This is an 8-day exponential moving average. I find it to be very, very useful. Uh, for example, oh man, what was the stock we were looking at earlier? Thanks, Betty. Oh my goodness. I got a few minutes, so I'm gonna hold on. Let me figure this out. I will be able to get the name because it was a perfect example of why I love that 8-day EMA. 1 second, folks. It's right there, Derek. Not crowd. I can type. It's not Pan W. Well, maybe. Oh no, it's a firm. Yes, it's a firm. Okay, here's the daily chart. Here's the intraday on the left side. When Roger asked me about if I like this trade, it was about right here. And I said, well, I like it if it can get above. Well, it's got two levels to clear. It's got this stays high on the 8th, 45.98, $46 level, roughly. But then it also has the 8-day EMA. If it can break above both of those, I like it, but I'm a little suspicious because it's a second pullback. Comes right here about 10 minutes later, bounces, I mean, right off of that line to a T. So it's very good for short term resistance. It is one of my new favorites. I haven't always been used. It's kind of new to me to use it, but it's been awesome. So I like ADM. The number is pretty big today. 264, 263, 263. That's good. That's half the S&P, 70% accuracy to the upside. And then within 10 days. So not bad. I won't even bother trying to do a sector trend because with half of the S&P, the trend's everything. Everything's or half of everything's going up. You're not going to see a lot of pattern there. It's going to be noise. The short side looks very sad at 65. And that's still a big, huge, jumbled mess. So it won't even bother. Somewhere, Anne. I need to film like a really in-depth one. One caveat to seasonality too. It's not something where you want to go. Was that imitation game? I can't remember the guy's name where he deciphered the German communications. You don't want to do that. Yeah, I got it. You want this to tell you exactly, very obviously. Otherwise, you're just grasping at straws. It's not useful if you have to really pull it out. But that is, yeah, nothing too interesting on here. That's all I got, folks. You got a minute. If you haven't seen it, Pro Trader Dashboard. It's pretty great. Actually, you just saw it in action. So, Yes, it was ADM, not AMD. Archer Daniels. Alrighty, folks. I will see you tomorrow.